action. The Desire.
Waiting for the free lights to go out. And we're away in Italy. And we're away in the British Grand Prix. And it's go in the Austrian Grand Prix. And we are away in the Australian Grand Prix.
One man.
We're reporting a problem for Denny's car. He's parked his car.
Then has crashed heavily into corner 2.
Oh!
Oh no!
One Desire.
Lands out of the final corner. Wins his home Grand Prix. Wins the Italian Grand Prix. Taney wins the British Grand Prix. Here he comes to win the Austrian Grand Prix.
Coming on the final corner and winning the Australian Grand Prix.
Double the action.
Papolino's gone wide now and Dede retakes the lead. Oh, and Shy Guy's out in front. Shy Guy is out in front and Shy Guy's on the stand.
Triple the excitement.
Papolino leads the Austrian Grand Prix. Lance takes the lead.
Well done, you deserve it. Brilliant drive. Well done.
Are you ready?
Hello and welcome to round 5 of the 2011 TurboSilence.com F1 League. Live from Denmark with the Grand Veg circuit. It's going to be a great race, we're sure. Joining me in the commentary booth is Zander Zock. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. And yeah, we'll probably have a very exciting race. This is already round 5, so we will begin to see who has been the most consistent this in the beginning of the season. And yeah,
we've got a twisty, tight, and quite short circuit today. I often compare it to the Hungaroring in its ability to overtake as well. We've got turns 1 and 2, then a kink through turn 4, 5, 6, all flat out corners, twisty. 7 also a flat out corner, 8 just a little bit of braking, then it's just mainly hairpins and short straights, fast corners. It's an exciting circuit to drive. Will it be an exciting circuit to race at? So here's the championship standings. Eddie leads them from Lance, who is quite a few points back. Mike Nike is in 3rd, and Dede making his climb back up the championship standings after all his problems early in the season. He's in 4th place. Etmil is holding on to 5th place. Shy Guy in 6th, Lex in 7th, Lux in 8th, Papolino in 9th, and Del in 10th. Popovich also hanging in there. Pingu in 12th, Heavenin in 13th. And of course the team standings. The underdogs have 500 points. The Turbo Silence Plus team slightly behind. The top 2 drivers are probably outperforming the top 2 underdogs drivers. They just really need to get a third driver, their third driver Kinda Musty, to perform if they want to challenge for this Constructors' Cup.
let's have a look at Papolino's pole lap then. Here he is, accelerating out of the final corner and braking for the first 2 bends that go left and then right. Then a kink to the left, taken flat out. After that, yet another kink to the left, then right again, and braking very hard for the hairpin. This is a really tricky section, and we see Papolino got it just right. Then a short straight, followed by turns 7 and 8, after which we see drivers braking again for a slow hairpin as they continue on. And now approaching a difficult part here, turns 11 and 12, where you really need a good line to get a fast lap time, and we see Papolino do just that. And now a medium speed hairpin exiting to a short straight, turns 14 and 15 taken with full throttle, and then slowing down for the 16th turn that goes right, charging through a small chicane, then another left, and that is a lap of Brownway. Papolino's full lap is 37.826, which marks his 2nd pole position ever in the Formula 1 league, and his first since race 2 of season 1, so a truly remarkable accomplishment for this young Argentinian driver.
Yeah, a great accomplishment from Papolino, and joining him on the front row is Dede. Silsir starts 3rd, Eddie 4th. They all have reasonably similar fuel, so it really was just out and out speed from Papolino that got him that pole position. And you can see Pingu starts 5th, which is a great qualify from him. Matip starts 6th, which is awesome from him with high fuel. Mike Nike also on high fuel, he starts 7th. Lance just behind Mike Nike with much lower fuel. Another not brilliant qualifying from Lance, he starts 8th. Etmil starts 9th, which isn't what he wants really. John 5 again gets it in the top 10, which is great from him, really showing pace. Shy Guy, awful qualifying, 26% of fuel and down in 11th. Kilka Riki has a great qualifying in 12th. Kinda Musty starts 13th. Walkinger starts 14th on very high fuel, another one that's probably one stop in today. Lex starts 15th, not exactly brilliant from him. Ziossi starts 16th. That's a good result for him to get into the pro race. Sismek, so both BRT cars start in the pro race. He starts 17th. Lux starts 18th. And on the back of the grid is Hebenen and Robbie Arra. But of course, it's a great result for them to even qualify for the pro race. We have a pre-qualifying system, which means that only the top 20 fastest cars in a single practice session get into the race. Here's those that didn't qualify, and Deluxe will start on pole for the pro race, with Arjun starting alongside him on the front row. Popovich also starts at 3rd for the pro race. Shaitan, Dadi, we still don't know. Dell starts 26th, Hazard 27th, Rostami 28th, Jan 29th, Zeal starts 30th for the plus team, Anna, TD Furion and Sims round up the back of the grid. Now, I see 2 fun cars there not making the pro race, so for sure we know the lineup for the constructors is set.
Yeah, definitely. So here we go.
The lights are on. And we go in the Danish Grand Prix. Pavlinio gets a good start from the pole position. Silse has a fantastic start. He's up the inside of Dede, and Silse takes 2nd position. It's Pavlinio from Silse from Dede, and Taney's challenging on the outside. They make contact.
And Eddie has run wide. And losing a couple of positions there, but there goes Pingu and trying to reach the top 3 positions there. Yeah.
So we've got Pavlinio from Dede, from Silse, from Pingu, from Eddie. And Silse is going to challenge for 2nd place. It looks like he got it back at some point. He must have lost it again. And Pavlini is on the grass, and Dede will lead the race. So Dede from Silse, from Pavlinio. And there goes Eddie past Pingu.
Eddie goes past for 4th place again.
And so here's Pavlino challenging up the inside of Silse for 2nd place, and Pavlino goes through. Silse is going to have another look, but Pavlino shuts the door. So Dede leads. It's lap 2. We have here Eddie going to maybe look to the inside of Silse, but knows that's not an overtaking corner, so intelligently thinks better of it, and Pavlino goes wide and he's back to 4th.
Yeah, losing 2 positions in 1 corner. Really bad for him.
Look at Kaino, Musti and Matic sliding everywhere. Intense racing back here in the back of the pack. As Dede has pulled out a lead. He's fastest lap, 38.
Yeah, quite a gap already, as we can see. And also fastest lap.
Yeah. There's Pavlino maybe trying to get past Eddie, and Eddie looks like he might have let him through there. Perhaps he thought he made a mistake and held him up wrongly. It's very fair play from him. So here's a bit further back in the pack, Mike Nike has made an excellent start on high fuel, followed by Shy Guy and Etmil. He's looking perhaps to the inside of Pingu, which is a great start to his fuel load.
And yet another fastest lap by Dede.
Yeah, he's really pulling out a gap already, just doing exactly what he has to do. Sebastian Vettel-like. And here's Eddie trying to get back past Pavlino. He's going to duck to the inside here maybe. And he pulls exactly the same move that Pavlino seemed to pull on him the lap before, and Pavlino is going to try and come back up the inside. Eddie lets him run wide, and Pavlino defending very hard against Pingu there. Big jink to the left. Well, here's Mike Knight trying to make his way past Pingu. So Mike Knight on the high fuel is really keeping with these guys, but out front, another fastest lap for Dede, stretching the gap. Here's a replay then at the start. So you can see Dede didn't get a bad start, but Silse in the 2nd phase of the start just pulls a great slipstream and passes him for 2nd place. And you can see there goes Tony to the outside, Eddie to the outside.
Yeah, but slightly touches the sand, and Pingu goes through, and also
there's Dede taking back 2nd place there. Now look at this. This is the car that stalled on the grid. There we go. It's like Robbie RR just hitting the back of Kilka Riki, who stalled on the grid. There's some exciting race for Lance, making up after his poor starting position. Obviously he had a bad start. And there's Mike Knight making his way past Matic. Oh, and Shy Guy making his way past Etmil. Ooh, Matic running wide there. He's going to lose 2 positions. It's not good starts for Matic. Oh, and that's how he got slid. A big hit from Kind of Musty, then a hit from Lance, and kind of went on the set grass.
Lots of touches here, and lots of bumping, but they all managed to get back on track. Walkinger attacking Matic.
Oh, Walkinger, yeah, he makes up the place. So Walkinger having a good start.
And back to the action then.
Yep, here's Mike Knight trying to make his way back past Pingu, and Shy Guy's catching up, starting to get a bit of a train effect developing. As I said, he might not be able to overtake too well at this track, not very many long straights, mostly fast medium speed corners. And Shy Guy's going to try and look down the inside. No, he thinks better of it and goes to the outside. Good pass from him. Saw the inside wasn't going to work, and Etmil goes around the outside into that fast double apex corner.
Yeah, also makes the best of Mike Knight's mistake there.
Yeah, suddenly Mike Knight has fallen into position, so here's Shy Guy trying to try and get past Pingu. Goes to the inside of turn 3 and makes that one stick. So Shy Guy's made a good start up to 5th. So here's Matic once again attacking Walkinger after he got past him earlier. He's going to try the outside, but that one's not going to work. Now back with this battle. Goes Pingu, going to dive to the inside, and Shy Guy lets him run wide, and he loses his position to Etmil.
Yeah, maybe too enthusiastic there.
Yeah, a bit too enthusiastic. You can't pass like that at this track, you have to just wait them out. And look, he's lost another position for Mike Knight now. See, once you make a mistake, you just lose position after position. You just get out of the rhythm. And here's Walkinger defending very hard against Matic. Matic's going to try and swap back to the inside. Walkinger really parking his car right where it needs to be, but Matic gets up the inside into turn 4 and makes that one stick. There's Lance running a little bit wide there in the background.
Yeah, having a moment there.
Yeah, definitely. It's harder if you get up on the outside of these curves and hit that mud or grass or whatever it happens to be. You can get very, very sideways. As I think we saw in the rookie race. Big crash with TT Fury.
And Pinky going from the outside and taking a place from Mike Knight then.
Yeah, I think Mike Knight really was just scared to be on the brakes too early in case Pingu hit him, and yeah, Pingu goes right to the outside. So,
and also due to his larger fuel load.
Yeah, obviously that's very true.
He doesn't have as much straight line speed.
Yes, that's very, very true. And Mike Knight going wide there on the mud, and Lance makes up his position. Just went wide on the mud and went straight on into that corner. We are through the fast chicane, and Shy Guy crashes and he's into a tree, and
broken front wing, mate. Broken front wing.
So he immediately pits for a broken front wing. Shy Guy's in the pits, and we're back with a battle between Mike Knight and Lance. Shy Guy is in 20th position. That's a disaster for him.
Yeah, but he has beat it first, so he can make up some positions when the others go to the pits.
Yeah, have the new tyres.
But we will see.
Here is Mike Knight then. Still all over the back of Lance, so even though he has much higher fuel, he's just keeping on the back. He can't really pass because he has such slower straight line speed.
You can see Lance pulling away in the straights.
Yeah, but then Mike Knight is just really driving an excellent race. Why does he always do this? Why? For a wanker, you wouldn't expect him to always be on high fuel, really.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Still a mystery to be solved.
Oh, it goes to the inside there, and no, that one doesn't work. Didn't quite have enough space for 3 wide there. And he's still behind Lance. But Lance is actually on the back of Pingu here. We've got some good battling here in the midfield positions. Nothing much is happening out front, don't worry about that. Just Dede leading from Silsir.
Yeah, those 3 are pulling away at the moment from the rest of the grid.
Yeah, Eddie not having a brilliant race so far, I don't think. And here's a Shy Guy then making up. He's up to 19th now, making up his position. And here is Silsir. Yeah, you can see Eddie there back in 3rd. See, just a little way off. And then Dede a little way ahead of Silsir.
Yeah, a little bit ahead, but seems that he has calmed down a bit. No fastest laps from him anymore.
Yeah, that's true. his tyres are maybe worn in a bit, you know. We know that the tyres don't actually start to slow you down until they're around, after about 3 laps, that's when they start to slow down. But for those first 3 laps you have a perfect car. So Silse is catching a little bit, he's not too far behind and he'll pit then. Look at that, his fuel is out.
Coming in for the pit stop on lap 13.
They all have reasonably similar fuels, so they'll all probably be coming in for the pits in a minute, in the next few laps.
Yes.
Let's see where Silse comes out then, as Pingu also pits. And he's going to come up behind Lex, it looks like, in front of Matic. A nice clear gap then. And where will Pingu come out? Way in front of Shy Guy.
15th. Yes, indeed. So.
And here is Shy Guy trying to get past Heaven, and easily does that one. Much faster speed through turn 4, 5 and 6. And here comes our leader then, Dede into the pits. And also Eddie. And also Pablinio. So the top 3 cars all pitting at the same time. And Mike Knight will take the lead on his one-stop strategy, followed closely by Lons, who is on a 2-stopper, like the rest of them, but on slightly higher fuel.
Yeah, and yet to pit.
Eddie's behind Matic, and Pablinio is just in front of Wockinger. Wockinger looks like he might attack him there, but he can probably think better of it as soon as Pablinio's tyres get up to temperature. So Dede is back to 3rd position then, behind Mike Knight and Lons.
Eddie is 7th.
Yeah, so not brilliant him. And Eddie's going wide on the grass there. Dede really has to set down some fast laps now if he wants to beat Mike. He has to overtake Mike Knight on the track to win the race. We know that because he has to do one less pit stop. But that shouldn't be too much of a problem for him. And then Lons will pit soon and get out of his way. So here's Eddie then catching up to Matic.
Yeah.
He's got to get past him soon, he's on older tyres. And he won't think about doing it into this corner because he just can't overtake on the inside into there. We've seen a few people do it on the outside, which is a pretty incredible move. And here comes Lons into the pits from 2nd position.
Yes, he does. I have to say that it's been quite a calm race. If you leave out the first laps, I mean, obviously during the first laps you have more overtakes, but it's generally been quite a calm race. Not too much fighting.
Yeah, we didn't really expect it from this track. Look at Eddie, can't get past Matic. Matic keeping Eddie behind, and that's going to ruin his race a lot. He needs to get past Matic soon because he's losing positions here, and Matic goes wide. But Matic managed to hold him back for a good amount of time. This is for the lead. And Dede goes to the outside. Wow! Mike Knight tried to squeeze him to the inside, but Dede was having none of it. Went right to the inside of the track and takes the lead. So what a pass there, Dede, to retake the lead.
Yeah, magnificent manoeuvre there.
That's just what he needed. And here is Pablinio then going to go to the outside of Matic, makes a bit of contact, and Matic just lets him pass. Doesn't see any point losing time for his own race, battling with people he isn't racing with really. So look at Dede through that double apex corner. That seems to be where most of the top guys are really making up the time on all the other guys. They just seem to hold it flat out for that corner, whereas other guys have to lift.
Yeah, maybe the back end of the grid, just taking more cautiously, trying not to.
We have a battle for 2nd place, and Silse going to the inside of Mike Knight and making that one easily on new tyres. Mike Knight gets a run off turn 6, just not making it. Doesn't have the straight line speed on his older tyres, higher fuel, well not higher fuel anymore, but doesn't have the straight line speed that these other cars do have. Yeah, there you can see Silse there going to that corner, completely committed, and Eddie running wide again like that.
Yes.
And Pablinio is all the way on the back of Eddie now for what is really 3rd position in the race. Well, once they've overtaken Mike Knight it is. So, Pablinio driving a great race. Following up his 2nd position he had at the Austrian Grand Prix. And here's a replay there.
Yes.
That great pass for lead. Dede goes to the outside, then Mike Knight tries
to the outside, then he goes to the inside and blocks Mike Knight, and great move.
And Pingu. also running wide, and that's going to allow Shy Guy to catch up. And there he is making another mistake, as we just saw. And we're back on board then with the leader, Dede pulling a gap. Really, like you said, it's been a bit of a calm race up at the front. And really, we haven't had such an exciting race as the first race of the season all year, really. That was just set an amazing boundary, and no other race has really come close, as we see Mike Knight now pulling in for his one and only stop of the day as Dede sets a fastest lap.
Yeah, it seems that most of the overtaking is done either due to lower fuel loads or just other drivers' mistakes.
Yeah, pit stop strategy. Well,
and pit stops as well.
And here is a battle though. This is a real battle for position as we say that, and you see Eddie and Pavlinho going side by side. That's a real battle for a podium position. We haven't had many battles to the lead. Pingu there, bit of a rough pass on Wockinger, but fair enough. This is a real battle for a podium position, real battle for third position today. This is what we want to see. Eddie versus Pavlinho. So there is Dede running a little bit wide there, having trouble with a lapped car of Heavenin. And here we are back for the battle for third place, and Pavlinho is going to go to the outside. He's got the inside line. Pavlinho makes it stick. Great pass from Pavlinho, and he takes third position on the road, away from Eddie.
Yeah, really good exit from turn 4 or 5,
yeah,
I think.
Turn 6 there.
Turn 6, okay. Anyway, really good exit there, and
they had the outside for turn 7. And speaking of that, Eddie goes back up the inside in the final corner. Great battle here between these two, running close along the front stretch, and Pavlinho is going to try and get a run into turn 4. So Pavlinho takes the position, then immediately at the end of the lap, Eddie takes it back.
this is the first real battle we're seeing this race. I mean,
yeah, for the top positions, because other ones have mainly been due to pit stop strategy. Here's a battle then between Wockinger, Shy Guy, and Lons. It's going to replay off, and there's Shy Guy trying to get past Wockinger, but being held up a bit. Unless that could be Sismek and the other VRT car. Not quite sure, they've kind of both their cars the same colour, which is a nightmare for us commentators. There's Lance defending very hard against Shy Guy and making that one work out, and now Shy Guy going to try to the inside, but Lance made that one stick. So as we rejoin the action, here's Mike Knight out of his pit stop. Passes Lex, who makes a mistake in turn 6. And here is Silsir in the pits then, from second position. So obviously he's short fueled on that last pit stop or something, because he hasn't managed to go a very good distance. So let's see where he comes out.
there's Etmil.
There's Etmil. And just manages to shut the door on Etmil and keep him behind. So Etmil driving a good race so far.
Yeah, he's kept it steady so far.
Still see it on the mud there on the outside of that corner, and it gets very sideways. There's Shy Guy coming up the pits, and there goes the leader to lap him. So not good for Shy Guy. He's lapped down now. That's not what he really wanted. He did say before the start of this race that and Dede makes a mistake. First mistakes we've seen all day really from Dede. He has a big enough lead to do it, but he's got to be careful. You never know what can happen. Silsir might but suddenly find a turn of speed. So here's the battle then, which is now for second place. We've seen these two battling all race so far. Eddie versus Pavlinho.
Great stuff here, as we can see.
Yeah, once they've come out of their pit stop, they'll almost certainly come up behind Silsir. I mean, them battling doesn't help, because they've got to really make a large gap on Silsir. 11 seconds, at the moment they have about 7. So we can see Lux come out the pits a lap down. And Eddie made a mistake and felt that maybe he should let Pavlinho through, so great fair play from these two. And there's Shy Guy on the sand. He obviously managed to unlap himself when Dede made the mistake. Now he makes a mistake and Dede laps him again. So here is Eddie then, all over the back of Pavlinho, trying to take back the position he just gave up. into the fast double apex corner, and Pingu come out to the pits just behind Matic. So he comes out in 11th place. Matic driving a great race in 10th there. And here is Silsey. He's got to set some fast laps if he wants to keep his second position. I doubt he can really challenge, or he needs to make up another 2 seconds on Dede. So it's possible. Well, 3 seconds really. It's about 11 seconds. The amount of time he spent at the pit. So it is possible. He needs to make up 3 seconds on Dede. He wants Dede to come out behind him. So
3 seconds and see he'll be good to go.
Yeah, he'll have the lead, although Dede will have the fresher tyres and the possibility to repass him. And here comes Dede then into the pits. Now it is quite a long pit lane, maybe it's longer than that usual 11 seconds that we like to see.
Yeah, so refueling will take a bit more time than usual.
And there is Pavlino and Eddie all in, and Silsey is going to take the lead of this Grand Prix, a fastest lap. Silsey is in the lead of the Grand Prix. And Eddie also beat Pavlino at the pits. Eddie's Plus team had a better pit stop than Pavlino's Fun team.
Yeah, and he rejoins in 5th position.
Here's the battle between Pingu and Matic then. Pingu going to go to the inside in turn 3, and he has the inside for turn 4 and makes that one stick. Matic's going to have another look in 5 and 6, but decides better of it. So Silsey leads the race. What a turn of events. Now, does he have enough fuel to go to the finish? Is he on a 2-stop like Dede and Lonzol, or is he on a 3-stop? We saw that was a very early pit stop. He's probably on a 3-stop strategy, in which case he has to make a large gap. And here's Eddie going past Mike Knight on the outside, just has much faster straight line speed, and he's up to 4th position now. But yes, that is the question. Does Silsey have enough fuel? Did he spend enough time in that pit stop putting the fuel in the car in order to go on a 2-stop strategy, or is he still on the original 3-stop strategy? That is the question. We know that surely Dede, Eddie and Pavlino are on 2 stops, and they'll go to the end now, and Lance peels off into the pit lane.
Yeah, Lance coming in. And probably for the last time, I think, yeah.
Yeah, I expect so.
Because there's just 12 laps to go.
Yeah.
And
But we do have an exciting race at the front of this Grand Prix then. Can Silsey pull out a gap on Dede if he is doing another pit stop, or is he not doing another pit stop? Can he hold him up?
Yeah, suddenly it has become a lot more interesting and intriguing to see whether there will be a new winner.
Yeah, I mean that's what we saw in the thing is that how did he make up so much time? He made his fastest lap when Dede came in his pits, but perhaps it was because he had a shorter pit stop than Dede, because he fueled the car less, because he did a 3-stop strategy. Because I don't see he could have made up 3 seconds on a single lap. So
yeah, that would be difficult.
yeah, unless Dede made a mistake. But Dede is now nearly 4 seconds behind, I believe. So must surely have been something in the pit stop, unless his team, which is of course he's not racing for constructors this year, he's independent. Yeah, he has a 4.3 second lead, so if he is doing another pit stop, he has to set some really fast laps here and pull out a sort of 10-second gap probably, because he'll have to do a very short pit stop if he is pitting. Here is Eddie then, who is in 3rd position at the moment, just in front of Mike Knight, who is keeping with him on a 1-stop strategy after Eddie passed him on the outside there. Mike Knight driving an excellent race on those old tyres. Really, I don't know why he does it. He should just stick with a conventional 2-stop, and there's Heavenin then battling with Eddie as he and look at that, Mike Knight uses Heavenin and gets past him. What a pass from Mike Knight, using the lapped car, and Heavenin really shouldn't have been battling at all with Eddie. Wow, what an opportunist. And Mike Knight's on the grass and loses the position again. Look at Heavenin really battling with those leaders, which he shouldn't be doing.
Yeah.
But wow, what an opportunist move from Mike Knight, and it's a shame he lost it again.
Yeah.
Here's our showing up at 2nd place man. I don't think that's right. 1st place. And Silsey pits then. So he was on a 3-stop strategy. And Dede takes the lead. So that one not paying off for Silsey. It's a real shame.
Yeah, we just 8 laps to go, 8 laps to go, and
Yeah, he'll have new tyres.
difficult to catch up. Yeah.
And here is Eddie then. Eddie right behind Silsier, so they might still have a battle yet for second position. Here's Lance going to go to the inside of Pingu, and he makes that one stick. So move Lance up a position in the order. So we will have a battle for second place by the looks of things. Eddie going to a... Oh, and Silsier hits a tree. Silsier's wide out of the fast chicane, and Eddie is up a position, up to third place, I believe.
Yes, indeed. An easy overtake for him.
On lap 34, it's Dede from Eddie, who's in second place, and here's a battle between Pablinho and Mike Nike. Silsier running third, Pablinho fourth, Mike Nike fifth now. Etmil is running sixth, Blondes in seventh, Matic in eighth, Pingu in ninth, Shy Guy in 10th. That's your top 10. So here is Mike Nike on the one-stop strategy. Look how fast he is. An incredible drive from Mike Nike. Such a shame he's on such an awful strategy. Maybe he doesn't like the possibility of all the mistakes you can make on a faster car, but the thing is, he is a lap wanker. That's what he enjoys, surely. And here's a battle then between Lawrence and Matic earlier, which must have allowed him to get the track position to pass Pingu, as we saw. And yeah, he just gets the straight line speed. Add to the hairpin.
Gives him enough room.
Yeah. Pass him.
Yeah. This is Pingu then.
Ooh, and that's how Lawrence managed to catch up to Pingu so fast, making that mistake.
Yeah, must admit.
And we saw it later in the lap, so we probably will see now. And Pingu made another mistake in the fast double apex corner, getting too much on the curb. And now we see he just gets a run, pulls to the inside, a little bit of contact there, but fair enough, racing move. And oh, Pingu goes very deep in turn 1 and loses position to Matic. Oh, there's a replay of our leader Dede hitting into a lapped car, who looks like he crashed in the final fast chicane. And here is a replay then of Silsier's mistake around that lapped car of John 5. There we go, just tries to go to the outside of John 5 and completely messes it up and loses second position. Here's a battle then between Pingu and Matic. Pingu saw earlier went very wide in turn 1 and Matic picked up the position. This is for 7th place in the Grand Prix. And Pingu goes to the outside in the double apex corner. What a pass! And Etmil's out of fuel. Etmil is out of fuel.
What the f***? No fuel? Pathetic engineers! Just come to the pits, man. Just come and pit.
Wow.
Oh my god.
He's really mad and not good for his points challenge, not good for IR.
Yeah, and just 4 laps to go. This is disastrous.
Disastrous for his team. He was running in 5th position, was it, or 6th, somewhere pretty good.
Yeah.
And now he's going to be all the way back, surely.
He was running very good for points, and
yeah,
no hope for that anymore.
Gutted for him. But here is our leader then. 5 laps to go. He has put on an amazing drive. The only slight challenge we saw to his lead was when Silsier looked like he took the lead. Might be on a 2-stopper, but no, he didn't get the fuel in the car. He was on a 3-stopper. Apart from that, Dede, after lap 1, has been completely unchallenged. He started 3rd on the grid, I believe. Well, no, he was started on the front row, but he lost 2nd position at the start to Silsier. But immediately, in the final corner of the first lap, took the lead and never looked back. Here is Shy Guy then on Matic. Has some good battle on. Matic just gets out of the way. Maybe Matic thought he was being lapped. And has some good battling in the midfield, good battling for 3rd position and the 2nd position, as we can see. Looks like there's still going to be a battle there. Pablinho, Silsier and Eddie have all challenged for those podium positions today. But out front, nobody has managed to touch Dede in this Danish Grand Prix, and Eddie looks like he went a bit wide there at the final corner. Silsier has a great run at him down the front stretch, and this is close racing, intense racing with just a couple of laps to go, a few laps to go, and Silsier makes up the position. Great pass into turn 6. He just braked early and got on the throttle earlier and made up the position on the outside of the exit. Moved Silsier up to 2nd.
Good fair battle, and just really moved by Silsier.
So here is Dede lapping cars coming to the end of this Grand Prix, and Lexon laps himself there. He has a 9.9 second lead The only thing that could stop him now will be a reliability issue.
Yeah, as we've seen in the beginning of the season.
I won't jinx it for him, but look at this, he's having a bit of trouble lapping these cars, but he can afford to crash about 3 times before he loses his lead.
Yes.
So here's an exciting battle, perhaps, between Shy Guy and Pingu. Shy Guy last stopped on lap 21, so Shy Guy has much older tyres than Pingu, and a bit of a touch, and Shy Guy lets him pass by the looks of things there, but still staying right in his tail. So Shy Guy and Mike Nike, both cars that have really driven around the slow tyres. Shy Guy and Mike Nike both last stopped on lap 20 or 21, and they've become faster in the second phase of the race on the older tyres. That's an interesting phenomenon. And here goes Shy Guy to the outside of the final corner. They're side by side, and Pingu just manages to get the exit and onto the final lap. Looks like Pingu's going to keep that 7th position. Here is Silsier, who's driven a good race to 2nd place, and here is Dede then starting this final lap. Sorry, they were starting 2nd to last lap just now. So a brilliant race from Dede once again, as we saw just a few races ago, when he has no unreliability issues, as he did in 3 of the first 5 races. He is completely unstopped, as everyone would say, total unstop.
Total, yeah, unstop.
So Dede rounding the final corner onto the front straight to win the Danish Grand Prix. Great victory from Dede. Slightly longer race than usual, 26.4 minutes. Still comes through in 2nd.
Eddie coming home in 3rd, and 4th is Pablini. Yeah.
There's Etmil after his problem. That's unfortunate for him. He was a lap down. Through comes Lons to take 5th position. And there's Pingu in 7th. Oh, Pingu's out of fuel over the line, but Shy Guy can't do anything about it. Lons in 6th position, sorry. There's Matic driving to a great 9.
Fantastico, fantastico, fantastico. Alla grande, vai, 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 fantastico.
Excited scenes in the Plus Team camp. Didn't manage to get another 1-2. They've had enough of them. But really, great scenes for Dede.
Totally controlled drive, and
so here's the podium celebrations. So, great scenes on the podium for Dede, his 2nd win of the year. He dominated the wet race in Austria, he dominates again in the Danish Grand Prix. Dede wins with a time of 26.48. 7 seconds behind is Silsier, managed to make up a little bit of time at the end of the race. Eddie finishes 3rd, another podium for him in his championship lead, but Dede is fast catching. Papalino finishes 4th. Mike Nike on the one-stop strategy finishes an excellent 5th. You've got to feel he had the pace for a podium today if he hadn't done that one-stop strategy.
Yeah, yes indeed, and after him we have Lance, a strong drive, and Pingu coming home 7th place with a good qualifying, and Shy Guy with his 2-stopper is 8th, 9th is Matic, and rounding out the top 10 is IR Lex.
Yep, Kilka Riki finishes 11th place after his stall on the grid, so that's quite a good comeback from him. Kaina Musti finishes 12th, Wockinger 13th for the VRT team. Etmil, poor decision today to stay out that extra lap. He ran out of fuel. He lost his 5th place finish, and he comes in 14th place, 1 lap down. Not good for his IR team either. They have 10th, 14th, and 17th today, so poor pool of points from IR. Heavenham finishes 15th.
Yeah, John 5 is 16th. After him we have the last IR driver, Lux, in 17th position. Zimek is 18th, and Ziossi comes home 19th with 2 laps down, and Robbie RR retiring with 12 laps to go, finishes last.
Yeah, so Popovic won the rookie race for the Fun team. Of course, it didn't matter because Fun finished 6th, 8th, and 4th in the pro race. Dell, though, for the DP team finishes 2nd, and that's very important with their battle with BRT, because BRT got both cars into the pro race this race. Arjun finishes 3rd, Deluxe 4th, and Jan 5th.
Yeah, and after him we have Dida with 27 seconds down, having a close battle with X-Steel probably, and Shaitan is 8th. 9th is Hazard, and Rostami in 10th place, with the first one being a lap down.
Yeah, TD Furion, after his eventful race, he is banned from the league after this race's events. Not good for him, but he finished 2 laps down. Anna finishes 12th, and Sims retired with 30 laps to go. He rounds out the back of the grid. So now we move on to the standings. Eddie has a 20-point lead over Lance. Dede is in 3rd position with 209 points, 1 point behind Lance, so really making a comeback this year. Mike Nike is in 4th position. Etmil is in 5th.
After him we have Shy Guy, strong drive, finishing 8th this time, and with 178 points. And 7th is Lex. Pablino, good points for him from this race, is in 8th place. Lux, finishing 18th this time, is down in 9th position, and rounding up the top 10 is Pingu with 157 points, just 3 to Lux, so it'll be a close battle.
Yep, Dell for the DP team is down in 11th, so after his rookie race podium, he's lost a few positions in the standings. Popovic is in 12th, Heavenin in 13th, Wockinger, the highest placed VRT car, up in 14th position, and Kaina Musti, the 3rd plus team driver, is up in 15th.
Yeah, 10 points down we have Seichan in 16th with 127. John 5 is 17th with 118. And Mr. Pom here, who has retired from the league, we will not see him racing this year anymore, with 105, so he will be dropping positions. Matic in 19th and Exil in 20th.
Yep. Then down in the bottom half of the table we have Silsir, who only seems to race when he can be bothered. Apart from that, Drago didn't race this week, Jaycock didn't race, Arjun climbing up some positions, yeah, Robbie RR. You can see Simza, who always races but always comes last, and Kappa as well. He had 2 retirements, so 225 points for him. TD Furion, of course, who was banned for the league, down there in 34th place. He'll finish out the year with 42 points. So, let's discuss the team standings. The underdogs have a small lead over the Turbosilence Plus team, and then a poor day in the points from the Invent Racing team. They're nearly over 105 points down to the underdogs. The Morons also not such a great points battle now with them. Now they've lost Mr. Palm, they surely need to hire another driver if they want to keep their position against DP, who are fast catching, only 3 points behind. The Extreme team, only 10 points behind DP, and remember that's a one-car team virtually, with only Mike Nike. And Verva Racing also now starting to catch up. Maybe they're going to vacate their position from the bottom and climb up some spots. Well, we've had a fantastic display of controlled racing from the Danish Grand Prix this week. We'll see you next week for race 6. We're through the halfway point in the season. Let's hope we have some more exciting races to come. It's goodbye from me, James Tucker.
Yeah, and goodbye from me, Sander Zuck.
Good night.
Here's my key, philosophy. A freak like me just needs infinity. Relax, take your time. And take your time to trust in me, and you will find infinity, infinity. And take your time to trust in me, and you will find infinity, infinity. And time goes by so naturally while you receive infinity. Here's my key, philosophy. A freak like me just needs infinity. Relax, take your time. And take your time to trust in me, and you will find infinity.